All right, beautiful people, welcome back to the branded new session. And in this session, we are going to explore file upload vulnerabilities. So, before diving into file upload vulnerabilities, we should know some basics about it. Like, file upload is a feature in any website. If you ever visit the websites, related different businesses or different products, you will be able to see there, most of the website have their file upload feature, like for displaying the images or for profile. Once you enroll into any course or once you successfully log in into any website, you will be able to see the change profile option in the dashboard. Or even though there are some sort of websites which allow to upload files into their file system. So basically, file upload vulnerabilities arise in file upload feature. If the file upload feature doesn't validate properly, then definitely it will cause file upload vulnerabilities. So in this section, you will learn how simply file upload function can be used as a powerful vector for a number of high severity of attacks. We will show you how to bypass common defenses mechanism in order to upload a web shell. Now, a web shell is something with the help of which you can own the entire server, which you can take the control of the web server. Yeah, enabling you to take full control of the vulnerable web server, gaining how common file upload functions are, knowing how to test them properly in essential knowledge. Okay, so is essential knowledge. So basically, let's learn about file upload vulnerabilities. What does this means? Basically, file upload vulnerabilities are when a web server allows user to upload file to its file system without sufficiently validating things like their name, type, content, or size. Failing to properly enforce restriction on these could mean that even a basic file upload function can be used to upload arbitrary and potentially dangerous files instead. This could even include server side script files that enable remote code execution. And if the attacker successfully executed any kind of malicious file, the attacker will be able to get remote code execution on the server. Means that he or she will be able to perform commands, to execute commands on the vulnerable server. So in some cases, the act of the act of uploading the file in itself enough to cause damage. Other attacks may involve a follow-up HTTP request from the file, typically to trigger its execution by the server. Now let's learn about the impact of file upload vulnerabilities. The impact of file upload vulnerabilities generally depends on two key factors: which aspect of the file the website fails to validate properly, whether that be its size, type, control, content, and so on. We have learned this in the above section. Like if the server is failed to validate the size of the file, type of the file, content inside it, and so on. And the second key factor is what restrictions are imposed on the file once it has been uploaded successfully uploaded. In the worst case scenarios, the file's type is not validated properly, and the server configurations allow certain type of files such as PHP and JSP for JavaScript files basically to be executed as a code. In this case, an attacker could potentially upload a server-side code file that functions as a web shell. And I have already told you about web shell. Web shell is also a piece of code. When you successfully upload into any web server, you will be able to get the reverse connection. Means you will be able to execute commands on that particular web server, effectively granting them full control over the server. So basically, web shell will grant you the full control of any web server. If the file is not validated properly. This could allows an attacker to overwrite critical files simply by uploading a file with the same name. Okay, so this was a little bit introduction about file upload vulnerabilities, and in the next coming tutorials, we will perform some attacks on labs in order to do some file exploit some file upload vulnerabilities. So we are going to perform some attacks on the following labs. Just stay with me, I'll see you in the next lecture. All right guys, let's start our lab. So the first thing you need to do is to just search on Google file upload vulnerabilities Swagger labs. It will redirect me on the official file upload web security academy, which is basically on Swagger. So here I have already logged in. You can just log in with your account and you can literally read the entire article if you want. They have write some very awesome stuff. I have already teach you all this stuff in the first lecture, so I will ignore this and I will jump straight into the labs. You can clearly see here we have the labs. So let's go, and we are going to solve our first lab, which is basically remote code execution via web shell upload. So we will perform some remote code execution, means that we will remotely execute commands on the server with the help of web shell. So we will upload a web shell, a script basically that contain a code. So with the help of that code we will be able to execute some commands on the server. Okay, let's read the description. This lab contains a vulnerable image upload function. So yeah, there is a vulnerable image function upload functionality. It doesn't perform any validation on the file, so it is not going to perform any kind of validation. User upload before files on the files. Basically user upload before storing them on the server file system. So there is no restriction. User can upload any kind of files and they will be stored on the server file system. Basically, to solve the lab, upload a basic PHP web shell and use it to exfiltrate the content of the home Carlos secret. So basically there is a secret file in home Carlos directory, and we have to grab that secret file. Basically what we are trying to do, we will grab the content that are basically on in the home Carlos directory, and the name of the file is secret, which contain the content. Yeah, so what we are doing here, we will perform remote code execution. We will perform our we will upload our web shell that will contain our command, through which we will be able to grab this file from the server. Yeah, so we are basically doing remote code execution. Submit the secret using the button provided in the lab banner. So there is a lab banner which contains some buttons, and we have to provide the secret, which is a file hosted on the server, and we are going to grab data from it. You can log in with your own account credentials, which is winner and Peter. So they just offer me the username and password, which is winner and Peter in this case, as a login credential. So let's go through it. Okay, the first thing you need to do is to log in, and remember in the solution tab they just offer me the payload that I need to use to grab that particular file from the server. So basically in this case the backend system is built with PHP. That's why we need to create our simple web shell with PHP code. So the first thing I need to do is to copy the URL of the target, go to the target scope, click add and paste the URL, click OK, and yes, seems like we are done. Just click on this filter and click show only in scope, and you can see I have the only one target that I am interested in basically. So in the HTTP history you can do the same. You will be able to only see the selected result. Just remove the old data Okay, that's cool. So let's go to the website. The first thing I need to do is to click on my account. I need to log in. They have already offered me the username and password, which is winner and Peter. So let's log in. Winner and Peter. Click enter. And you can clearly see I have a file upload functionality, as well as I have to change the email. But they told me that this file upload feature, which is basically an avatar, you can just change it, is vulnerable. What I will do, I will go to Google and just type flower, let's suppose. Let's pick any one image like this one. And seems like it is a link. Not interested in link at all. Just click on any image and try to copy the image link, save image. So let's save the image in the download section. Yeah, this will be good. It is a JPEG image. It has been uploaded. Now let's give it a try by uploading that image. I will go to the download section. This is the image and try to upload it. And you can clearly see they just told me that the file avatar untitled jpg has been uploaded. So if I go back, you can clearly see the avatar has been changed. So this is how you can change the image. Now if I tell you, what if I uploaded here my malicious file that contains some code, that contains some command, and that command will be executed on the server. So basically I'm not going to type the command because it definitely take time. So what I will do, I will copy the command, but definitely I will teach you how it works. So what I just did, let me open my terminal, a new tab, and I'll go one directory back. Okay, I'll go to my desktop. Don't worry, I'm going to maximize it. Okay, all right, this is good. So I will create a file and I will name it as web shell.php. Okay, this is going to be my web shell. The web shell is totally empty file. What I need to do, I will open it with the help of leafpad web shell.php. And you can clearly see I just open it. The next thing is just paste the command. And if I'm not wrong, here is an option to change the font. By, let me increase it a bit so you will be able to see it. And no, you can clearly see basically it is a php code. So yeah, it is basically a simple php code that is echoing, that is using echo function, echo command. So basically echo is just showing you something. We basically use echo to print the output of anything. And what does this output will contain? Basically here we have a function which is file get content. So I'm using this function to grab me the content of the file, and here I'm specifying the path of the particular function. So basically this is the entire command, the entire function which containing this command. And what it will do, it will basically grab me the secret file, the secret file that is in home and Carlos directory. And this is our ultimate goal. Okay, if you want to know further about it, you can literally just copy it. You can just use it control s to save the results, and after that you can just see the result, that this is how it looks like. Okay, I'll give you another hint, like if you want to know about if this command further, just I'll go to ChatGPT and I will ask her, explain the below command in easy way. You can always use ChatGPT. Okay, and you can clearly see that it just told me this php code is using file get content function to read the content of the file located in home Carlos secret directory, and it is using echo to output or display those content. So basically the file get content is a function that will grab the content of this particular directory which contain a secret file, and it will display the output with the help of echo command. Okay, in similar terms, it is like opening and reading the content of the file name named secret. So I hope you got the point. This is what we are going to use. So the next thing I'll need to do is to I'll just upload the file. I'll upload the file. So the file is in my desktop. On my desktop, let's select it and upload it. After uploading the file, you can clearly see that the file has been uploaded in avatar and webshell.php. So just copy the location and go back. So you can clearly see that the file has been uploaded, but the image showing me nothing. Why? Because it is a command which contain command that will be executed. The most easy way is to always just right click on the image. This is the place where my payload has been uploaded. Just click on open image in new tab. After clicking on it, you will be able that this is the secret file that contain the key. Yeah, so that was a kind of challenge for us to grab the content of the secret file, and we have literally grabbed it, which contains some sort of key. You need to go back and just click on the submit solution and paste the result and click OK. After this, you can see that they just told me congratulations, you have solved this lab. So this is how you can basically do remote code execution, execute your commands using web shell. So yeah, the simple code was a web shell. The web shell can be complicated, it can give you so many things. We will look about it in our upcoming lectures. So I'll see you in the next lab. Okay, welcome back. So this is going to be our second you can call it lab, and you can just visit it from here, grab it from here. So let's proceed it. Basically we have second lab, which is web shell upload via content type restriction bypass. So what the server will do, basically it will check for the content type. If the file that we are uploading is not an image based file, definitely its content will be changed, then the server will probably block us. That's why this is something called content type restriction. The server will look into the content type of the file. If it is not png or jpeg or something that's related to image, then they will definitely block us. So we need to bypass this. Let's go through the lab description a bit. Basically this lab contains a vulnerable file image upload functionality. It attempts to prevent user from uploading unexpected files type, but relies on checking user controllable input to verify this. Basically we need to solve this lab, uh, and we are going to provide a php file, upload a php file, and the server will block us. That's why we need to bypass this kind of restriction. To solve the lab, upload a basic php web shell and exfiltrate the data that are basically in home Carlos and secret. Basically we need to use the same payload that we have used in our previous lab, the web shell.php. You do not need to to change it. Our ultimate goal is to grab the content in a secret file, but remember, you just cannot use the old technique, because no, we have a security features and we need to bypass it. And our ultimate goal is to submit the secret key in the button, basically, which is in the lab banner. So let's access the lab. And the most important thing that they have already told me that, hey, your user credential is basically winner and peter, so we have to go with winner and peter in order to log in into this particular lab. So let's wait a bit. The first thing you need to do is to just click on my account, and then just go with the username winner and the password is peter. Just click OK. And now you can see that I am inside in my home directory. The most important thing is just copy the URL of your target, go to the burp as always, and just go to the scope and remove the old one. Just paste the new one. I hope this will be fine. Yeah, seems like it is perfect, not only fine. Let's try to upload a simple image. Here, this is the vulnerable place, and you can clearly see they just told me that hey, it has been uploaded. So if I go back, you can clearly see. If I open the image in a new tab, I'm able to see it. Now the most important thing is, let's try to upload a PHP file, which is basically a web shell that we have created in our previous lab. So remember, you can grab that particular file from here. You will be confused that from here I will get the code. You can literally get the code from here. They have already provided the code in every lab. So let's try to upload it. When I click on upload, let me upload it. So I click on upload, and literally you can clearly see they just told me sorry, the file type is application slash xphp, which is basically not allowed. Only image slash jpeg or image slash png are allowed. Sorry, there was an error while uploading the file, which means that they are validating the file type, and the file type of the web shell is xphp, application xphp, but they are only accepting png and jpeg based files. So image png and image jpeg. Let's go back, and this time I will upload the same file, but I will capture it. Okay, so let me capture the request with the help of Burp. I'll go to the proxy and interceptor, just turn it off, and let me just close something. Yeah, seems like it is fine. Okay, so let's turn on the interceptor, and if you got something, just make sure to drop them. And okay, I just literally got something, drop it, and you can clearly see that this is the particular request that I am trying to do from here. Now if I proceed it further to the server will tell me that hey, you are not able to do it because you are not allowed. So what I need to do, I will send this request to the repeater for further investigation, and I will turn off the interceptor. You can clearly see they just give me another time error, so I'll go back. I know that it is basically not possible like this, so we have to do some modification. Just go to the operation theater, that is basically repeater for us. Okay, so the next thing is, if you view the content carefully, here you can see that name equal to avatar and file name equal to webshell.php, which is basically our file name. And you can clearly see this is the content of my file, and the one that keep blocking me is this one, basically the content type. This is creating a restriction for me. It is basically application forward slash xphp. If I forward it, you can see sorry, this is not allowed. What you are trying to do is just not allowed, you cannot do it. So what I will do, I will just make some modification. I will remove this application xphp, and I will type image forward slash p jpeg, let's say png or jpeg, whatever you are comfortable with. So I'm tricking the server by uploading a php file, but I'm sorry, I modify the content type that this is a hey, this is a png file or jpeg file. So let's forward it, and literally you can clearly see when I forwarded it, I just bypassed their security from 400, which was an error, to 200, which is all right. Okay, and you can see that the file avatar webshell.php has been uploaded. So let's go back and refresh the page one time, and you can clearly see that the image has been uploaded, the web shell has been uploaded successfully. So if I right click on this uploaded web shell, just open in a new tab, and you can clearly see it contain a key. This is how you can bypass the restriction if they are if the developer is using content type restriction to validate your content of the file, that basically what you are trying to upload is a web shell or any other file. if the security is only limited to content type, then you can just bypass it with the help of this technique that I have showed you. So you can clearly see they just told me that congratulations, you have solved this lab. So I'll see you in the third lab.
Guys, I have a good news for all of you. I am offering Ultimate Ethical Hacking Bundle, which contain cybersecurity penetration testing and ethical hacking in a single course, and it will be totally hands-on with real-world scenarios, and there will be 28 plus modules with 150 plus topics. There will be 90 plus practical labs, and you're gonna love it. It contain actually everything that you need to become an ethical hacker and penetration tester. You will be job ready, and you will have the ability to perform practical work as an ethical hacker or penetration tester. So on my website, which is masoodsec.com /outlines, you will get the complete course details, all the modules, topics, each and everything that I am going to cover. If you want a personal mentor or tutor online that will teach you everything individually on Google Meet live classes, on live classes, it is also possible because I have almost 2 years of experience, and I have international students like from countries like USA, UK, Canada, and so many other countries. Yeah, and I have 5+ star rating. I'll be honest, the main thing is all of them love the content. They learn a lot and they actually grow a lot. So if you are searching for a personal mentor, I'm here. I will teach you everything, even though if you do not have a technical background, even though if you have a zero knowledge about cybersecurity, ethical hacking, and penetration testing. I will help you throughout of everything, and I'll be here to assist you with everything. Yeah, if you want to only be enrolled in the course, then you can easily enroll for the course. Yeah, and if you want that, I also need a live mentor who will teach me individually everything on Google Meet, then this is also possible. You can also go for the live mentorship program. So if you just want to enroll, just visit my website, which is masoodsec.com. I will make sure to pin the link. You can just contact with me on WhatsApp or any other platform. By the way, if you want to read more about the mentorship program and service training options, each and everything, and outlines thing, each and everything has been mentioned on my official website. So you can browse all the courses, each and everything. So yeah, that was all. Have a good day. Bye.